So hello guys, welcome to my channel update. So in the last few weeks I've been doing introducing all my part works back onto my channel, which was always my intention. I'm still going through a lot of catch up where I've fallen behind. I'm publishing maybe 2 videos a day, but over time that will go down to 1. I've also been experimenting with a few new ideas, trying to reintroduce concepts. Some have worked, some haven't, but I think I've now managed to settle the channel down a bit, and I just want to go through all my updates and explain to you what I'm doing. So we will begin with Terminator. Now Terminator will be coming out Sunday. Now I get my Terminator through Agora, so that means I get 10 issues per month. Now obviously 10 issues divided by 4 or 5 weeks is 2 or 3 issues. So this will continue to be 2, maybe 3 issues a week. Now I'm looking at my schedule, so I apologise if you see me looking away. I've got my notes and I've got my schedule. So I can see that in October we will be getting 3 issues every week. This is to continue the catch up. By November I will have caught up, but November will have 5 Sundays in it, so I will be doing 2 issues per week. And then once we get to December it will go under the new schedule, the proper schedule, which is going to be, if it's a 4-week month, we will have 3 issues one week, then 2, then 3, then 2. If it's 5 Sundays in the month it will go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, something like that anyway. So it'll slow down a little bit in November, and then it'll go a little bit speeded up in December. In addition, I've got into diamond painting, and it really does help me, it relaxes me, and it's something that I want to share with you. So on the first Sunday of every month in the afternoon I will be releasing a video all about one particular pattern that I've done, and that will go from opening the package, my initial thoughts, actually completing the diamond painting, and then giving you my thoughts after I finished it. Hopefully I will be able to bring you a nice variety. I've got a bit of a backlog to catch up with, but hopefully we will get through all of those. Then we go on to Monday. Now Monday we're still doing catch up, but that's Ecto 1. And what I've done is I've done a slight bit of rejiggling, so that Monday, Wednesday and Friday is a vehicle build, because I did notice initially I was going to put Spitfire out on a Friday, but that would then mean car, not car, 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 not car. So I've just spaced it out a bit. But the Ecto 1, now the intention for the Ecto 1 is to go 2 a week until about the middle of November, when I think I'm going to catch up. To be absolutely 100% honest with you, I don't know when and if I'm going to catch up, because Eagle Moss seems to be sending me a pack of 4 every 3 weeks. So for as long as they keep sending me 4 issues, I'm going to have to just bring that 2 issues a week 1 week forward. So possibly it will go to one a week, but for now it's going 2 issues a week. Any specials I'll try and fit in. Obviously if I get 2 very short issues, maybe, you know, for example, if I did the left wing mirror and then the next issue is the right wing mirror, I can always put those together to make 1 video, so that will help catch up. But basically we're going to be getting 1 or 2 videos a week. Now Tuesday, at the moment I'm just finishing off a couple of videos, showing off these lovely units that I've recently bought. You can't really see them on the screen too much, but beautiful products from EBMA. So I'm actually releasing a few videos, and then I'm going to be taking a week break, and then I'm going to be reintroducing the Flying Scotsman. Some of you will remember I did the Flying Scotsman probably about a year or so ago, and I made a bit of a mess up with it. I won't say a mess up, but it says in the instructions, glue these parts together with super glue. It turns out you don't really want to be doing super glue with brass. It's just not really a strong fit. So I've dusted out the old, you can't see it because I've just put a picture there, but I've dusted out the solder iron. I've got my solder ready, I've got my flux, I've got all my nice equipment all cleaned. So we're just going to be pushing into the boundaries of where I've never been before, and we're going to be soldering brass parts together, and then I'm going to be building this Flying Scotsman from issue 1 to issue 125. So that takes us to Wednesday, when we are doing the Fiat 126. I'm almost caught up with the backlog, and I think middle of October, which will be around, I think that's this coming Wednesday. Obviously I'm filming this in advance, so I've got to work out when it's going out, but I think this Wednesday you will only see the one Fiat go out, and that indicates that I've caught up. Again, I'm not sure the exact date, because the Fiat comes in packs of 5 every calendar month, so there may be weeks when I have too many, so I might just chuck the occasional extra one in. Thursday, let me just skip Thursday, let me come back to it because it ties in with Saturday. So Friday I'm doing the Jaguar build, and that to me is a new way of doing a video. There's no talking on it, it's just me getting straight in, doing it. Nice piece of classical music in the background. Let's see how long I can keep finding the music for. But I'm really enjoying it doing that way. It's a total different way to do it, and it's a total different way of making the videos, and it's just added an element of fun for me. Because obviously, as you can appreciate, making videos is part of the process as well as making the models. Now that's not due to be caught up until round about December, so they will keep coming 2 a week, but yeah, that's how it goes. So Saturday I had tried out a couple of little things that are non-builds but are of interest. One was the Rossi bike collection, which I did enjoy making, and another one was a coin collection. I don't think I actually released any of them, but to be honest with you, they're not working for me. I have tried to do figures before, and one of the things that I said about figures is that it's not actually anything to do with the model, so I've stopped them, I'm afraid. And I did have a few problems with the Rossi bikes. Some of the details, there's small defects. I just didn't think it was a well-made model for the price we paid. So that's actually stopping, and it's actually going to be replaced with initially 2 projects that I have been wanting to do for a while, and then eventually that will get, now this might sound complicated and I do apologize, that will be replaced with a project that I have been doing for absolutely ages. As a kid I used to make, let's call them Airfix model planes, Airfix, Matchbox, Tamiya, all the manufacturers that make them. And I had a real interest in US naval aircraft, and I was pretty good, given that I didn't have an airbrush and I didn't have a clue about like proper painting. I think I did a really good job, and it's something that I've wanted to get back into for quite a while now. And there's also some more techniques that I've seen, and I want to apply those techniques. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be bringing some scale model. I'm going to call it Scale Model Saturday, SMS, text message. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing scale models. Initially I'm going to be bringing out a series called Modeling 101, and that will take you from absolutely nothing, haven't got a clue even where to buy a model from, and we'll go through some techniques. And then once we've got these techniques up to a certain standard, I will actually go into building things. And I've always wanted to build a ship, so that's something that I want to build up to. However, before we build that, I have another project that I really need to get on with. So let's just go to Thursday. Thursday is Spitfire Day, and again I'm playing catch up with Spitfires, and I think I will be doing catch up until December. I'm releasing 2 issues a week, and I think that round about December, maybe round about Christmas, is when I'll finally catch up. and then that can drop down to 1 issue a week. Until Christmas, 2 projects I want to start. One is I want to modify the Hachette Spitfire into something that I think looks a little bit pleasing. This is something that I've been working in with another viewer. So we're going to be changing the colours of the interior of the cockpit. We're going to be doing a light bit of weathering, nothing too major. We want this model to look like a museum piece, so we want it to look like it's well looked after, but it is 60, yeah, it is an 80-year-old vehicle, but it's well looked after. So that's how we want to make it look. But in running in conjunction with that, I'm actually going to be building a Tamiya 1:48 scale Spitfire with custom decals, aftermarket parts, and I'm actually going to build it as a scale replica of the scale Hachette replica model, if that makes sense. So I want this plastic model to look exactly the same as the Hachette in all but size. Now I have nowhere to put those projects in my schedule because I'm releasing 2 and 3 videos a week on the Thursday, so I will be running those on a Saturday. So today should be the 10th of October. So on the 24th of October, which is 2 weeks time, we will be looking at the Tamiya Spitfire, and then 2 weeks after that we will be looking at the first of the Spitfire mods, and 2 weeks after that we'll do the second stage of the Tamiya Spitfire. So it'll go every 2 weeks, and then round about Christmas time we will move those the Tamiya and the Spitfire mods, we'll just slip those into Thursday so they can run as a second episode on the Thursday with the Spitfire, because they are related obviously to the Spitfire. And then I think the new year we'll start the new series, and we'll call it Scale Model 101. I don't know how many weeks it's going to run for. If it's very successful, we can run it on and on and on. As I say, we will begin with just selecting a kit, just something. You may find the video very boring because we won't actually have a kit, but we will go online, we will look for kits, we'll look at how to research it, we'll look at maybe aftermarket parts that we might want to do with it, and then the second week will be receiving the kit, opening it, checking it, going through the instructions, selecting the colours, and then maybe the third week we'll begin to build it. And then we can have an episode on doing small details, another episode on airbrushing, another episode on brush painting, weathering, applying the aftermarket parts of different. Yeah, there's so much to talk about with scale models, and I think a lot of people may just sort of pick up a paintbrush and go, and we probably know a lot more than we think we know because a lot of things we just do. But I'd like to take this from a little bit below the level that I feel I'm at, and then I'm going to use this series to push my own skills further. So for example, the weathering, I've never actually done weathering on model aircraft before, so while you're watching me do it, I'm actually doing it for the first time. And then we can look at dioramas, and hopefully you guys will get involved with the project. So for example, you can leave a comment below saying perhaps any particular element that you're keen to see on the 101. You know, any ideas for projects you'd like me to do. I really want to mix and match the projects. I say I want to do shipbuilding, but I also want to start doing my US Navy aircraft again, and I want to do the bigger scale, 1:48 scales. Sorry, just excuse me one sec. I do apologise, there's hoovering going on in the house and I've got my door open. So yeah, I mean, maybe I mean, tanks don't interest me so much as a subject, but I don't know if I would enjoy tank building. I've never built a tank, so maybe we could pick up a tank somewhere in the series. I want to ultimately, I'd like to build a big US Navy supercarrier. but I appreciate that that's a terrible build for your first build. So I've got you a nice little submarine lined up for the future, and a nice little ship, and then we can build that one up. So because this is new waters for me, excuse the pun, US Navy waters, I didn't mean to say that, this is something that I would like your guidance on. I know I have a couple of viewers that will really well constructively criticize my videos, and my channel wouldn't grow if it wasn't for comments that he leaves or they leave. But this is what I totally rely on. So yeah guys, so that's it. So I probably bored you for long enough, so thank you for watching my update. I hope it makes my channel a little bit clearer. Another thing I forgot to mention is, by the time you see this video, I'm just trying to think when it's going to be. Yes, so I would actually have done a live on Wednesday. That's something that I forgot to mention. So not only am I doing the Fear on a Wednesday, but the Route Master show is beginning. So if you watched Wednesday, thank you very much. Please don't be put off by the fact that I didn't build anything on Wednesday. The reason for that is that my co-host Horlicks, he's a couple of weeks behind me, and we do actually want to build the bus together. So what we're doing is we're running the show as we always have done, but Horlicks will be building for a couple of weeks, and then once he's caught up to the issue that I'm up to, then we will both be building. And I just hope that we can have that same level of fun that we had before. Obviously the main Route Master show is now finished. We just want to keep that little bit of fun on a Wednesday evening. Hopefully people, some people do say, oh, I really look forward to Wednesday evening. That's just the vibe that we want to try and continue. So that's it then guys. So I have nothing more to update you on. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your view and your time, and yeah, please keep enjoying my channel. So take care guys, bye bye.